I'm Atticus now. I'm 9.
Yeah. And once you started working with Miss Beattie, how easy did you find it to work through that PowerPoint?
Well, at first, I think it was quite challenging getting used to it, but as I worked through it, I think it got quite a bit easier because I've already done it.
What was the favourite part?
For some reason, I do remember having a favourite part, but I can't remember what.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you remember what Hattie's favourite part is?
I think we found it quite interesting doing some research into other people's
Oh, I loved doing that. Yeah, that's my favourite bit.
Okay, so who do you remember?
The inventor of Pokemon,
Oh.
I remember, and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I think one of our conversations that we kept going back to was actually the autistic tendencies that people may have. Actually can't see them,
yes,
and that you don't know. And I think you were really shocked that actually lots of people, even in our small community, have autistic traits or autistic tendencies, and actually that you're not alone, and that we can really celebrate the things that you're really good at. And it's about us as a school working with our children to find things that make life easier for you, and that actually there are lots of differences that we can't see.
So does Mum help you to understand autism a bit more?
Yeah, I think that my mummy's quite good with it because she runs the autism base at her school, and I think she's worked at about 2 schools now with autism, and I think that she's very good with it because she understands it, and I think that we both learn quite a bit from each other.
Yeah. So since completing the PowerPoint, at the end of that, how did it make you feel when you came to the end of that programme?
Well, I felt happy because I achieved it, but I also found it quite upsetting because I don't know, I think getting used to doing it, not doing it would be,
Okay, so you enjoyed it, you didn't want it to stop, you just wanted to carry on doing it. Okay. And do you still see Miss Beattie for things to do with your autism now, or do you think only every now and then? What happens now since the end of the programme?
I think occasionally.
I'm just trying to check in, really. I think just to make sure that Atty knows where I always am if you've got any questions.
So would you recommend that mentoring programme with a PowerPoint to other people who are autistic?
Definitely.
And why would you recommend it?
I just think that even if it works for people who want to share that they're autistic or people who don't, because I think it makes people want to share it and also makes people more confident.
Okay. So if you were to rate that work that you did with Miss Beattie, 1 to 5, what would you rate it as?
I'm allowed to go into fractions.
Whoa. Okay. Do as a fraction.
4 3/4.
4 3/4. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah.
I don't really know. I just think that the 4 3/4 that I gave, I think that I really enjoyed it, but I think it was just that bit at the end where I didn't want to stop.
You didn't want to stop it. It would have been a 5 if you could have carried on.
Definitely.
Would you like to take us through how the programme worked for Atty and how you felt about it, the mentoring process for him?
For us, it was really nice to have that quiet time, just us two. We used a really quiet, calm space in our nurture room, and it was nice to have that opportunity to chat together and discuss the slides in a non-pressurized environment. I think Atticus knows I love to talk and I'm always chatting, and I think you're the same, Atty. And it was great for us just to have that time to actually, for me to have to listen, and that was something that I really gained from the programme with Joe, just saying about that time when as a teacher you want to jump in or say, oh, I think it's this, or could it be this? and actually having to sit really quietly and think and reflect and just have some really honest conversations with staff that actually, do we have this provision in place? What tweaks can we make to make things better for Atticus in this case, but actually for lots of our children on our roll?
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to pick up on the little point you made there about learning to listen and just be quiet for a minute, because Atty told us that there were times when he wasted time thinking. Now, isn't that interesting? And so allowing that and understanding that you're allowing time for them to process information, and that you aren't wasting time, you're thinking.